Remember last night we told you about Joe Biden's problems with woke immigration activists. Well, on tonight's episode of Are They Left Enough, we turn to Pete Buttigieg. He's under fire for saying this in 2011.
Kids need to see evidence that education is going to work for them, right? And there are a lot of kids, especially the lower income minority neighborhoods, who literally just haven't seen it work. There isn't somebody they know personally
and I think that's
who testifies to the value of education.
Well, that newly resurfaced video, he looks 12 in it, has the radical left riled up. Activist W. Kamau Bell tweeting that Mayor Pete is going for less than 0% of African-American support. Here to react, Candace Owens, founded the Blexit movement and author of the forthcoming book, Blackout, along with Scott Bolden, attorney and former chair of the D.C. Democrat Party. Candace, he's already out apologizing for that comment. So how can anyone survive the Democrat leftist buzzsaw?
Well, it's really simple. All you have to do is not tell the truth. You see, Pete Buttigieg made the mistake of telling the truth. A lot of minority people are suffering in inner cities. Illiteracy rates is an actual epidemic that is happening in America right now. Unfortunately, when you speak the truth, you get your entire career assassinated by the left because they don't know how to stand up and tell the truth.
What he said, he needed images. You needed images of positive people where education pays off. He didn't talk about illiteracy.
No, I know he didn't. What I'm saying is that he's saying that the education system does not work for minority people. That's a fact.
Because they don't have positive images and education paying off. And that's really ignorance, if you ask me.
That's not ignorance.
Because
that's the truth.
They're really educated people. And if he thinks that poor black children in our community, in challenged communities, are there because they don't have positive images, well, I'm in those communities, and I'm a very positive image. They suffer from underfunding of schools, systemic racism, education,
let me just go back to Chicago, where I just spent quite a bit of time. When we arrived there in late September, this teacher strike was just authorized. Then it went on for a couple of weeks, whatever. They, I believe, are the highest paid teachers in the country, if not in the top 2 or 3. They were already previously the highest paid. Well, you talk to the faith community leaders in Southside Englewood. All they talk about is education. Kids are dangerous to go to school. They got a lot of drug dealers on the corners. They got a lot of gangbangers on the corner.
And those are
so I think that's what Buttigieg was probably getting at.
Those are the leaders. When you walk out in Chicago,
those leaders in those communities. Right.
Obama did My Brother's Keeper initiative, right? He said men need to stand up in the inner city and be a strong male role models. He said that. So isn't that kind of what Buttigieg
it's the
is
truth.
saying?
No, but this is what is the delusion that I don't understand why you don't want Black America to get better. This is what I'll never understand about Democrats.
The problem with Buttigieg is he speaks with authority and he knows not. He talks about these strong black male images or images for people as if that's the problem, and it's all the things that you just named in the community that compete with those type of mentors. You
think there are enough strong male role models and father figures in underprivileged areas today?
Absolutely. You don't have to live in that underprivileged area to be a role model at all. You got to compete.
When the single motherhood rate is 74%, you're pretending there are strong male figures. Hold on, I'll let you talk. I'll let you talk. When the single motherhood rate is 74% in these communities, single motherhood rate, and you are pretending there are strong male figures, you have now joined the side of the delusional. And this is why the black community can never get better, because you won't look in the face and say, we have a problem, it needs to get better. The education, we need fathers back in the home. This is why Republicans and conservatives are winning, because we simply tell the truth.
Well, no, you send that narrative as if black people have all come from broken families.
No,
that's just not true.
That's not what I said.
That's the narrative that she's sharing.
We have Scott Bolden's and we have Barack Obama's, but they're not in people's lives every day. I think that's the point he was trying to get at, and we all need that. I mean, all kids need it, everyone need it.
Obama or Scott Bolden.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
There are a number of them that are in those communities. And what about social organizations who do tons of mentorship in those communities?
But
it's more than that.
You would say it's not enough.
Illiteracy rates are up in black.
I'm saying that there are other issues.
Guys, it's driving people crazy to talk over each other. All right, we have to play Buttigieg's comments today, which was pretty significant. Walk back.
What I said in that comment before I became mayor does not reflect the totality of my understanding then and certainly now about the obstacles that students of color face in our system today.
Real quick, don't interrupt each other. Candace, what is he saying?
Well, he's walking back because he's weak, and this is why people prefer Trump, because Trump would not walk back on telling the truth. When you break down the family unit, which has been done strategically by the Democrats since the 1960s, the children run to the street. When the children run to the street, their idols become cultural icons. People don't know who you are in Black America, but I bet you they all know who Jay-Z and T.I. and all these rappers are. We have a cultural problem in Black America, and we need leaders that have the spine to be able to admit that if we're ever going to get better.
Scott.
We have so many strong black men and black women, whether they know me or Barack Obama or not, whether they are just hardworking people that these kids can look up to. People need to care about these kids, invest in these kids, and you don't have to be a cultural icon to do that. If you think that's the only problem is because you have broken families, there are a lot of other challenges, and anybody that thinks that is delusional.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Candace and Scott, on that note, happy Thanksgiving.